Unique New York. Unique New York.
Ow now, brown cow.
Ow now, brown cow.
Oh, I feel for my brother. Feel for my brother. You know, a lot of my brothers are dead or gone, but they've been hanging on the block a little too long. What can I say? I hope they live to see a brighter day. And the ones that are doing fine.
You recording?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another night at the metaphorical patio table.
The metaphorical patio table. Yep.
Literally,
Pretty much what it is.
metaphorical.
Yeah, I was just talking to Cynthia about that earlier. She's like, why do you call it Nights at the Patio Table? Because you're not sitting at a patio table or anything. It's like, yeah, but it's like...
Did you say good question?
Yeah, I was like, well, I can understand that, I guess. But
I've had a couple people ask that as well.
it's more of... I think we talked about this last week, actually. I don't remember.
It's possible.
It's where it all started from, pretty much. type
Yeah, it's
deal.
more of like we're at the patio table in spirit.
Yeah. This is where these kind of talks started, so... Yeah, metaphorical paddle.
Yeah, it was like the patio table was where we like first started having like vulnerable talks and like started getting into like talking about consciousness type of stuff and like not just like, did you see what the Titans did last weekend?
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, LeBron dropped 30 on your head last week.
Hey, I'll still talk about that, but
Oh yeah, I mean, the more of like serious type.
yeah, and it's always after a good meal too, so we're just like, check please.
Yeah.
So what's going on, man?
Man, not much.
Yeah?
Just same old song and dance work, really.
Same shit, different pile?
Same old. No, we just ate some food and just kind of letting her. I don't even know.
Drinking a nice premium root beer.
Shout out to Boylan.
Boylan Bottling Company. Cane sugar. Established 1891. Okay. That was a good year.
They make some pretty good soda. If you like craft soda and stuff. I can't drink craft beer, so I mean craft soda will work for me.
Nobody likes craft beer, honestly, though. Everybody that drinks it and says they like it is lying.
Yeah, I got a buddy at work, and he's got like a Hydro Flask with like a bunch of just like stickers of like craft beer and like IPA stickers.
That's like a personality now.
Yeah.
Craft beer guy.
Yep. He's cool.
Does he have a mustache only?
No.
One of those like painter hats?
He kind of looks like Anicetti, actually. I think he's like Filipino and something. But painter hat. No, he's got like a dad hat. He wears a dad hat.
Nice. It's a good move.
Yeah. What's going on with you?
Yeah, dude, same stuff. Actually, like, kind of emotionally wrecked today after last night. Watched the new Bo Burnham special on Netflix. It's not even. It's a comedy special, is what he called it, but it's not a comedy special.
Like a cry for help, kinda.
Kind of, but in like the most artistic way I've ever seen, and like, it's just. It almost became like a documentary of just like him being alone during lockup and trying to like be creative and be a creator and like make content. And like you see him like struggling, like kind of talking to himself, like you got a movement behind you, like you got a big voice, like you have a lot of reach, you could make a positive impact with the status that you've attained. like, the world is fucked up right now. You need to be doing something. And he's, like, kind of struggling with, like, I don't know what to fucking do.
The
Like,
responsibility that he, like, gives himself. Like,
yeah, and then, like, he's trapped inside and, like, just feels like he's never going to go outside again. And, like, he just gets really creative with it. And I ended up crying like a baby, like, 5 times.
does he live in L.A.?
I think so, probably.
Yeah, dude. It's a different world.
Yeah, they were pretty for real lockdown. I was still going to Kroger, like, once a week.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching another podcast earlier, and it's like, it's not like they were saying, like, it's not like a free state in California. I don't know about now, but, like, a couple months back, it wasn't like a free
Excuse
state.
me. What were they saying?
It was just like, couldn't go anywhere, couldn't, like, everybody's just, like, scared of each other, and, like, really strict on certain rules. And
It's like the exact opposite of when Pokemon Go came out.
right, yeah.
There was some weirdness even here. I can't imagine being in, like, one of the biggest and most densely populated cities in the country.
Especially if, like, you're not originally from there and, like, you move there and, like, you don't really, like, you know people, but, like, your family lives out of state, but, like, you're there without, like, family there.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
You know what I
75% of Los Angeles.
I can't even imagine. It's just, I don't know, like, here, stuff, like, opened back up recently, and it's, like,
Everything's
it's
pretty
kind
much
of
normal
now. Like,
Yeah.
the first, like, first couple weeks, I was like, man, this is weird. But now it's just like, dude, it's normal like it was before almost. I mean, there's people still, you know,
Wearing
afraid
masks.
and stuff, which is fine, whatever.
Sure.
But
Yeah, they can they can mask up all they want. I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
yeah, no, it's, I mean,
Man, what was I watching? Oldest boy and I were watching, he wanted to start watching all the Marvel movies because he knew I liked them. And we were watching, it was either Iron Man 1 or 2, and Pepper Potts comes in to talk to Tony Stark. He's, like, down in his, like, little garage. And she has, like a weird sniffle or something. And he's, like, being, like, the character of Tony Stark. And he's like, are you sick? Blah, blah, blah. And he's, like, talking while she's talking, like, getting little words in. And he's like, you should put a mask on. You should put a surgical mask on so I don't get sick from you. And this is like 2009 or something, 2008, 2009.
that's weird.
And it's just like,
That's crazy.
that's what they're supposed to be for. They're to protect other people from you, not to protect you from other people.
Yeah. Depends. Yeah.
It's
I
crazy.
agree.
I was like, I wouldn't have thought anything about that line
Right. Yeah.
before the pandemic.
Well, if, like, it was some years ago, but if you ever seen, like, footage on, like, in China or, like, I don't know, there was a while ago on the news they were showing China, and, like, everybody wears a mask in China regardless of, like, the time of the year. It was, I mean,
Yeah, after the SARS thing.
it's weird, dude.
Yeah, they do it. It's like a respectful thing over there. Like, if I have a cold, I'm gonna put a mask on for a couple days until it's gone, and I won't get everybody sick.
I know, like, people probably don't want to hear it or whatever, but, like, I think, like, a lot of people can develop, like, autoimmune disorders from, like, wearing a mask and, like, breathing in your hot air all day long. Like,
Well, yeah, you're breathing out carbon dioxide, and
they say, like, oh, it
for
don't
sure not
affect
all of
you,
it's getting out.
but it's like, I think in some way it can spark some kind of negative effect, I guess, if you do it for long enough, I think.
I'm sure. It's probably like allergy medicine. It probably takes a long time to, like, build up.
Mm-hmm.
Just take that mask off for a few minutes. Get some fresh air, people.
It's like my work now. It's like we haven't had to wear masks in months, and then now, one of the higher ups there was like, came down. I was like, why isn't nobody wearing masks? Like, you need to tell people to wear masks. Like, no, because we haven't been wearing masks for months. I guess, like, one of the higher ups came down and said that to our union steward, and our union steward was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go around telling people that. I'm not the supervisor. You need to tell the supervisor that. And he goes, plus, who are you? I don't even know you. And he's like over the entire plane. And I was like, wow.
Well,
But I mean, it's like
you can't just come down here and bark orders just because you're above someone in your work ranking.
It's just,
Do we have new breakouts? Do we have new cases?
No, not really. I mean, no.
So you feeling weird are you going to make the rest of your the people under you, hate their job because you want to see us wearing masks?
And they base it like off the whole CDC thing. They don't do it like Indiana. You do it like, oh, the CDC says.
Well, CDC said to stop wearing masks now.
Well, it's good because I haven't worn one. So. I mean, I have when like public places and stuff. When
yeah, I would like wear my mask out to the store and stuff. But as soon as they were like, yeah, you don't have to wear them in the store anymore, I was like, yeah, I'm not wearing one.
I'm done.
Yeah, and it's like it was like 50-50 for a while. You were like one of the non-mask guys walking around, and you were like,
Right.
yeah, you like everybody's looking at you, and you walk past another guy not wearing a mask, and you kind of do like the biker wave thing, you know? You're like, hey, non-masker.
Yeah. Or like for a while, I would like wear one until I seen somebody not wearing one, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's just coming off.
Right.
You know? I don't know. I'm just kind of glad that we're getting past that, and like they're getting like a normal vibe back. I think people are kind of starting to calm down more and like returning to their normal selves.
Well, it's not even close to as bad as everybody thought it was going to be too. They were saying it was going to kill like 5% of the population, and it's like less than 1% of 1% or something, right? Like it was some crazy low number. Not that still wasn't a lot of people, but.
What I read today is like they weren't like when the people who got like vaccines and stuff, like the younger crowd, they were like developing like heart problems, and like some of the younger crowd who got vaccines that they weren't expecting. And I don't know what shot it was. I don't really know. I'm like, it's kind of crazy to just be like healthy, and then you get the vaccine, and you just develop heart problems for the rest of your life. Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
Can't imagine.
I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I'm not going to be like a vaccine guinea pig.
Like,
the vaccine's barely, it's like, the COVID just came out. They haven't even had time to, like, learn about the actual disease yet.
I don't want to get it, like, you know, like, yeah, we don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, wasn't there like I don't even remember when it was. I guess we can look it up, or what the disease was. But there was a vaccination that gave like a lot of women cervical cancer like a long time ago. I could be talking out of my ass, but
the one you get as a child? Oh, it was the mono. Was it mono? People are probably watching this like, oh, it's this, you idiot.
You idiots, yeah.
I don't think it was mono. It was something like mono, kind of, I think.
Was it polio?
No.
Vaccination gave cervical cancer?
Or was it? It wasn't the HPV one.
This is just showing HPV vaccinations. It was
something like mono or like along them lines. I don't remember which one it was.
Is Google like blocking us looking up like conspiracy stuff?
No, ain't Hold on,
I don't see anything. I don't. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but anyways, I'm good on that.
Yeah, dude, I don't.
But that's my choice. Like,
yeah. I remember got vaccines when I was a kid, but
of course.
I wouldn't. There was one when I think I was in middle school. And they were like, oh, you need to get this vaccine or you can't come back to school. I never went and got it. I just kept going to school. I don't know if, like, my grandma took care of it or something, but I was like, I don't know. It was the one you get when you go into middle school, I think it was. And I was so...
No idea.
I was so afraid of, like, shots and stuff back then. I ain't getting it. I ain't getting it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it was, but...
Rabies or something. Tetanus shot.
was looking at these topics.
Topic of the show? Tots? Tots.
There was one that was pretty interesting that I found pretty funny. Well, there's a few of them, but first one would be, what would be the reason that you would be fired from your job?
That I would be fired from my job?
Mm-hmm.
Probably talking back. Either talking back or...
Hold on, here it is. What's the most likely reason you would lose your job? Yeah, sorry.
I don't know. I guess I'm a pretty good employee, but like I kind of reached an age where like if I think something is unreasonable or I kind of speak my mind, so like I don't know, I could see somebody firing somebody for that. What about yourself?
Yeah. If I wasn't in a union, because I mean, you don't really just lose your job when you're in a union.
You kind of untouchable.
Yeah. Well, if I was in the union, it would just be for walking out because it's a sitcom. My buddy at work, we're just texting. He was telling me what was going on there right now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm not there. It is. I mean, it's just like any other job, though. I want to be at the house. Like, work is the last place I want to be.
Of course.
You know what I mean? But
Same.
it would probably either be for finally snapping on like one of my bosses, or just walking out, and like,
Walking out, like a no call no show thing, maybe.
Just stop going.
Yeah, I've done that at jobs.
Oh, yeah, my first job I did that. Went on a smoke break, and then left. Got picked up and then left. Like, went home, and it was my brother's wife got me the job there, and she wasn't even there, but she was telling me they were calling her. I was like, Cody went on break and he didn't come back. She's like, well, what do you want me to do about it? Like, he's a grown man.
You get back down there now.
Right. Yeah, it was a fast food job, so I was like, whatever. I was 18.
Yeah.
17, I think, maybe. I don't know.
Got better things to do at that age, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Had a lot of jobs, though, I think. Well, not like a lot, but pretty decent amount, I guess. Different varieties of jobs.
Yeah, same.
What was the worst one that you worked at?
It's hard to say.
Rallies?
That job was easy.
Oh, yeah.
Probably my factory job. Oh, was passed out one day from like heat exhaustion, I think. I don't know. That or like wearing the mask. We had to wear masks, and it was like
the worst.
it was easily over 100 in there, and just shirt completely wet, not a dry spot on the shirt,
Just
and like
sucking wind.
dude, and busting her asses all day, and just I was having a good day, and like went out for break, came back inside, and out of nowhere, every pore on my entire body was like sweating instantly, like dewdrops just on the skin, and I got real cold and lightheaded, and I was like, yo, I need to sit down, dude. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting kind of dizzy. My stomach kind of hurts. And this guy I worked with was like, yeah, you're looking really pale right now. You need to chill out. I was like, I don't know what's going on, dude. I don't know what happened. We just walked inside.
Man.
So I went and chilled, and then they gave me like these like electrolyte packets, and just let me chill. Gave me some water, put like a cold rag on my neck and stuff. Never really went away like the whole rest of the day either. They just sent me home.
You talking about the Gardasil shot?
The what?
The Gardasil shot? The one that you're talking about that gives women cancer or something?
I don't know. It was, dude, I swear it was like
Gardasil vaccine?
the polio vaccine or something.
Oh,
like
yeah.
something crazy.
Yeah.
I was just listening to a story about it because it was crazy because it was giving women cervical cancer, but like hundreds of thousands of them had already been ordered, so they were like, just keep using them.
Dude, that's nuts. Actually.
Yeah.
They knew about it already.
I wish I remembered. I listen to too many things.
Yeah. I hear you.
It's full up here, dude. It's like I can't choose what sticks and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm. No, for real. Yeah. I got another good one.
What you got?
What's one of the world's problems you would want to solve?
Dang, dude.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one, actually. I'm going to have to go with the, not the wealth. I keep thinking of wealth gap. Not wealth gap, but like.
There's a lot of third world countries,
The
man.
wealth inequality, like with other countries, like third world countries and stuff that like are poor and stuff. I think like closing that gap between like what's the word? I can't even think right now. Prosperous countries and then like third world countries, like shrinking that a little bit.
Yeah,
Somehow.
that's.
I mean, I wouldn't.
That's kind of where my head was, but I don't know what to say. Like, do I like would I give them electricity or like would I give them shelter? It's too much.
There's a
It's
lot.
very complicated.
Yeah.
I was watching.
Parts.
Yeah. And moving parts within the moving parts. I was watching like this Anthony Bourdain show with my mom the other day, and he was in some village in Africa maybe, and like the food they were eating was basically like some of it was like looked like slop, and then some of it was like some meat that they got and like some vegetables that they made, and like all these like super hungry kids are standing around. But like Anthony Bourdain was there as a guest, so they were like
feeding them food.
they were like they made the food, and like they were all just like kind of standing there, and they were like, "You can eat, sir," or whatever. And he was like, "I'm not eating right now. Like everyone else eat. Go. Like eat food. Go eat. Everybody." And like all the like little kids just like stormed in there, and I was like, "Dude, that's
crazy."
It broke my heart, dude. Like I got kids of my own, and like I can't imagine them every day standing around wondering, like, their biggest problem in the world is, like, when am I going to eat next?
Some of them cultures, though, is like the men eat, then the woman eats, and then the kids get whatever's left over, which is crazy. You know, you think it would be the opposite. Like kids, woman, and then the man eats. I guess how I would see it. I mean, kids don't eat that much, so, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, hook them up.
I mean, yeah.
They're probably not going to finish their plate anyways. Mine don't.
I would hope it wouldn't be like pizza night, though, where, like, kids eat, like, the toppings off the pizza, and then there's just, like, crust and sauce. Like, man, really wish I had, like, some ranch or garlic butter to dip this pizza crust in or something.
Yeah, the soggy red bread.
Red bread. Man. Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy. What would you, I guess... Okay, hold on. Next topic. This is too much. Let's go to something a little light.
All right. Oh, that's cool.
I'm too full and tired.
Which activists are the most annoying?
Dang, dude. Which
I got an easy
activists
one.
are the most annoying?
I'm going to have to say PETA.
PETA?
Yep. Only because, like, for, like, the food part of the food part of the discussion. Now, I'm saying, like, circus animals getting beaten and stuff like that. I'm talking about, like, food, like...
Yeah, that's disgusting. The circus
We have
stuff.
to farm animals to eat, right? Like,
No, I agree. I think animals... I think the way that, like, factory farming is disgusting. It almost made me go vegetarian.
oh, yeah. I mean, I stopped eating meat for a while, actually.
Yeah.
It was
It's gross, dude. When you see those
a
videos.
decent period of time. But, like, me, I try to, like, as much as I can, is, like, hunt and fish for my food.
Yeah.
Like, local farmers, I think, is a good route to go. But, I mean, I don't know. I think that what I believe is animals, not even just animals, but like the resources we're given, like plants, trees, stuff that grows from trees, animals, are for us to consume. It's proven that the meat, the protein or whatever in the meat, you eat it and it develops your brain. It's healthy for your brain or whatever, I think.
A lot of the fat is.
Yeah.
I was actually listening to something. They were saying that they think our brain increased in size so quickly because of how much fat we were eating at the time. Not
And then
us,
like
but
our jaw, how our jaw works, is like it doesn't just go up and down. It like moves side to side up and
oh yeah,
which is like for chewing meat and stuff.
yeah, because you gotta get through them
I mean,
tendons.
people are gonna disagree with me.
Yeah, and I'm not a
I'm not,
studied doctor in the
yeah,
in
I'm
the either.
not really talking down on like vegans or anything because I mean, I was gonna go the vegan route. I know a couple vegans, but I mean,
And some vegans can be super annoying, but it usually starts like they're usually got their head in the right place. Like they're doing it for a good reason. They're not like.
well, it's like the animal cruelty part too. Is like people that hunt, hunt for their food. It's kind of like, that's just the human nature. And it's just nature in general, but we're animals too.
Yeah, we're not.
Predators.
We like to think that we're way above everything else because we can make computers and TVs, but like, we're not that much better.
Right. We still have our roots, I guess you could say, in a way.
Oh yeah, dude. Go. Look at a like crowd of people during a football game.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me those people are 100% civilized.
Well, that's anywhere you go. Don't have to be a football game. Dude.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was just throwing out a stupid example. A Dollar General?
Or Circle K or something. Dude. You go to Circle K on State Street, dude. Any time of the day, and you're going to be in the middle of a screaming match. Not like you screaming at somebody, but you're going to witness like a screaming match somewhere.
I'm going to stay away from that.
Yeah,
No. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to that.
I don't go there anymore. Every time, like, I got to stop going here.
Okay, so like you mentioned hunting because you brought up like the animal cruelty part of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to lie, dude. Like before, I said I almost like went vegetarian after I saw the factory farming stuff, and like it just so happened that like I got put on to like some hunting stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the exact order I should have found out about these things. Like factory farming sucks. It's really cruel and gross. I just need to eat more plants and vegetables anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So I started like doing that. Then I found out about hunting, and like before I like really got into like what hunting actually is and like some of the bigger names in hunting,
Conservation and
like I didn't understand how much land conservation and like actual animal conservation there is from money that comes from hunting. I didn't know any of that stuff, and like my only perception of hunters was like trophy hunters from movies that are like, I'll get the lion right here. Bang!
Born in 04.
Go get that for me. And like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's what I thought hunting was. I was like, I'm not trying to go kill a giraffe.
Right. Oh yeah. I wouldn't.
Like I knew people.
I wouldn't
Obviously,
hunt a giraffe.
I know people hunt deer and stuff, but I didn't know how much good actually came from like buying the tags and like, hey, maybe that deer was gonna get eaten by a wolf, alive, and you killed it in a couple minutes, maybe.
Yep. Well, too, is like
Very multifaceted.
the especially in our region, the population. I'm not an expert. I'm not a conservationist. I'm not a.
Yeah, but you're not a complete
I'm not,
rookie.
What do they call it? wildlife biologist or by any means, but it's like the amount of deer. I'm just gonna go with deer in our region. Like all the people that hit deer in their cars. Like, you know what I mean?
There are zero
Imagine if
predators
there
for
wasn't-
deers
Right.
here in Indiana.
Imagine if there wasn't hunting. How many, like the deer population? We were driving, I don't know, it was had to be in the fall. We're pulling in our addition, and there's 8 deer. Like, there's about 8 deer right by the entrance of our neighborhood. I'm like,
Here?
What? Yeah.
There's a golf course right there. I mean,
Yeah. That's pretty, I mean, I'm right on the edge of Graybull and New Haven and Fort Wayne. So, I mean, there's country out here.
yeah.
But
It'd still be a decent trek on Deerfoot to get here.
oh yeah, they bet. I mean, yeah.
But no, there's a lot of deer and a lot of squirrels. Like what?
There's been a
nothing
lot of
killing
rabbits
those.
this year too. There's been a lot of rabbits.
What's up with the cicadas we were supposed to see this year? I haven't heard one.
No, them things are nasty too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially around here. I haven't seen anything around here.
I haven't seen one. I haven't heard one.
Crazy. What's like with squirrel too is like, I mean, simple food that you can go out and get a couple squirrels and
I didn't know
put meat in your freezer. I mean,
I didn't know how common it was to eat squirrel.
oh, it's so good. Gotta let it age a little bit though. Like, don't just like go kill it, skin it, and then cook it up because you're gonna be chewing on leather.
Really?
Yeah, you gotta let it like sit and like a week. That's what they say you're supposed to do. I mean, I've done it. I've done pretty much both. It's just really tough. But you get like an appreciation for like the animal that you're hunting, like deer, for instance. The first time I killed a deer, I cried. Like,
Of course.
I cried my eyes out.
Yeah.
Like, it was just.
Just took a life.
It was that, and like it's just like appreciation that you have, and like an overwhelming feeling like
I can put some food on the table.
that, and just like it's just a different feeling. Like I don't know how to, you can't really explain it. Like the last one I got last year, I was in Huntington. It was my buddy Isaac. And it's a funny story because we go to his uncle's property, and he's never gotten a deer there, but everybody he takes gets something. Kind of felt bad, but like, you know, I usually
You
sit.
gotta keep up tradition, man.
I usually sit. Yeah, I usually sit in like one of the tree stands, or like I call them sky blinds, but they're like little buildings that's propped up in the air, and,
Right.
with windows and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna sit on the ground this time. I was using my crossbow. I never sat on the ground and hunted before. I'm gonna try it. And dude, I actually fell asleep. Funny story. We were waiting for the sun to come up. He's sitting off behind me, like, I don't know, 50 yards, 75 yards maybe. And dude, when you're in the woods at pitch black, it's a different feeling. Like, you kind of just like surrender yourself. You're just like, well, I guess if Bigfoot comes and eats me, then
Bigfoot.
like, it's just a different feeling. Like, it's a good feeling, but it's crazy. Well, I've never used urine, like doe urine before, and he had some that he wanted to try. Well, you're supposed to go easy on it, right? So
Yeah.
just to dab a little like cotton ball in there and then like trickle it on your trail behind you. I'm taking it and I'm like sloshing it, and I'm like drizzling the trail. There's a little campsite in his like woods area, in one of his little woods areas, and there's like a brush pile. They made a blind on the ground, and I trickled the urine into the middle of the campsite. There's a giant tree, and I set the bottle down right there. And then I walked to the stand. His sun probably was up 10 minutes. You can shoot 30 minutes before sunrise and 30 minutes after sunset. Well, it was probably 10 minutes after sunrise, and I'm sitting there, and I just see something move. I'm like, oh, yeah, we got action. So I'm like watching them. And I thought, because there was a main trail.
Was it a buck?
It was a little, it was a small one. There's a main trail that goes, like, outlines his property, and then there's a trail coming into the campsite. Well,
He woke up and he's like, somebody been pissing over here.
right. That stuff stinks, too. And I'm watching him. I'm like, oh, he's just going to walk past, whatever. This is the first time I actually came close to anything out there. I've shot at something before, but it was on the move. You're not really supposed to do that. Anyways, seen it and turned the trail, and I'm like, oh my god, my heart was just like pumping through my shirt.
I'm sure.
And it's walking, didn't stop one time. It's walking.
Smelling that piss, baby.
Walked right up to the tree.
Woo!
And just
Get you a whiff.
turned to me, starts walking right towards me. And this just Joker was probably from me to the entertainment shelf, probably closer than that. And
That's like 12 feet.
Crossbow, and I'm just waiting for him to just look up. And you know, like Home Alone, when the dude peeps through the doggy door, and he's like, "Hello." That was me, and I was like, "Bah." And he looked up, and I just,
Right in the
I
chest.
have it, bro.
Get him.
Jumped up, hit him right here, right in the center of the chest.
Yeah.
And he it was so close that I couldn't even aim with my scope. So I
Right.
just lined it up and I just gave it to him. And he just jumped up I don't see him 10 foot in the air. He just jumped up, came back down and took off and ran 20 feet and just sprawled out.
Good.
Like your adrenaline is going so much, you're just like, oh my god.
Dude. Yeah.
It's pretty intense.
You're there for a murder.
And then
You know what I mean?
yeah, it's it's kind of a crazy feeling because it's a big animal.
It is.
You know, it's not like shooting a squirrel or a bird.
No. I think it's bigger than a German Shepherd, too.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a big deer.
I mean, it's like a small human.
That's a
kinda gruesome to
super
say, but,
athlete, too.
Yeah, they're really lean, and I think dressed he was 160. I think it was.
That's pretty good.
And when you're dragging him out, you drag him up to the trail and you cut him open, and you're, dude, it's just, I don't know.
I want to do it, man. I want to do all of it.
Excuse me. But it's just I don't know. When I got him, I'm just sitting there knelt down next to him. I'm like, man, thank God. Thank you, God, for that, for this deer or whatever. I thank the deer and
Thanks for being stupid and liking
Yeah.
piss.
And I was like, you idiot. Why? Why did you do that? Why'd you? And really, I wouldn't have shot him. If he would have kept moving, I wouldn't have wasted it because you only get one buck. But, I mean, he came up so close to me, I didn't have a choice. I thought he was going to, he was in a rut, so he might have, tried to hunt me or, horn me or something.
Yeah, dude, you get messed up,
You
too.
can get killed. So I was like, yep. Plunk. And
Yeah. So how much meat did you end up getting?
Oh, man, there was a lot. I still got a bunch in there.
You still have some?
Oh, that's what we've been eating on.
How long ago was it?
That was last fall, wintertime.
Oh, okay. So that's
Last fall.
what did you make? You made venison and beans or something? Baked beans?
Yeah, baked beans.
It was
with
that deer?
venison. Yeah. Oh yeah, I still got it. All my summer sausage is gone because that's what everybody likes, and I don't really eat summer sausage. I just like giving it to people because they like it, So
Yeah.
I just eat the backstrap, and I'll give out my sirloins, and I made jerky with my roast, but ground stuff I just save that. So whenever there's a recipe that we need ground hamburger or something, I just use venison because it's better for you. And
You already have
you
it.
gotta buy it.
Yeah. That's a crazy it's a thing that not high 90s in the percents
Mm-hmm.
of people, the only relationship they have with the food that they eat is this.
Right.
Put it in a cart. See it on a shelf? Yes, I'm buying that.
When you're elbow deep,
Sally's going to scan it for me.
when you're elbow deep in an animal, it's a lot different. You have a lot more appreciation for your food, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's people. I mean,
I'm sure you grab a pack of meat out of the freezer and from time to time you'll remember exactly where you were sitting and exactly what was going on. And
I mean, I'm not like Cody the outdoorsman, freaking conservationist by any means, but I have a newfound appreciation for my food. Definitely don't take advantage of it. I mean, I don't know.
that's how we got to 2021.
A lot of people don't get it though. They don't. I mean, I don't really blame anybody, but I see now there's a lot of people that want to start hunting now, and some people will make fun of them, oh, these posers want to start hunting now. And it's no, I don't see it that way. I see people that want to they want to learn more about.
Why? Yeah, don't be the guy that's I've been doing this
I got
and
my Matthews bow, and I got my.
Yeah, people should be allowed to find interest in what you do.
Absolutely. I think the more hunters, the better.
Yeah.
I think people need to get involved, especially with that, and that goes with public land. You're a public landowner. You own hunting land in the United States, and you probably didn't even know it. Like you can go.
Can I go yell at kids on it?
You can go into regions of the United States and hunt on the land that you pay for.
Get off my public land, boys.
Yeah, and I think that's awesome. Like,
Yeah, I did know that though.
American
Just
taxpayer owns land in
just
the
from a
United
couple
States that they
podcasts.
can hunt on if they wanted to. I think that's pretty cool.
that is cool. Do we have any public land in Alaska? Because I'll go there and hunt.
I think a lot of that's federal, ain't it?
I don't know.
I think it's all public. Well, not all, but I think majority of it's public besides like the private land.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, really?
That sounded retarded. You know what I meant? No, but oh yeah, another pretty good one for you.
Okay.
If you're up for it.
Yeah, dude, hit me. What up?
If you had to obtain $1 million by illegal means, how
By
would you do it?
illegal means?
By illegal means, how would you do it?
I guess I would just sell my body or something, right?
Dang, dude.
$1 million?
Body parts or like
No, just like you want to do me for money?
dang, dude, that's freaking.
Well, rob a bank or something, right? That's
dirty.
probably the quickest way to do
Would you
it.
go to like Las Vegas or something to do that? Or?
Rob a bank?
No.
Oh, be a toot?
You'd be tooted and booted, dude.
Slinging that thing.
That's messed up.
No, okay, all jokes aside, I had to make $1 million. Is there a time limit? If I had to make $1 million illegally?
I wouldn't want to do it in one little go though.
Yeah, I guess I would just like
I would
try
be
to
like,
rob something, right? I would just try to get it done and hide.
I wouldn't want to be like Trailer Park Boys. We were just like, man, let's go hit these parking meters for quarters. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I guess. Like, yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't really like think on that wavelength.
No, I mean, no, I don't sit around and plot either like that. But yeah, I would have to say like, I don't know.
Have to hook up with the cartel, dog. You know what I mean?
I don't really condone like criminal activity. Don't get me wrong, but it would have to be like somebody that's doing bad. I would have to get it from somebody that's actually like doing negative, like a pharmacy. No, that sounds bad because people like pharmacies help people too, I guess. But, like, I don't know.
I see where you're going. Trying to be like Robin Hood.
Liquor store. That's what I would do. I would
Rob
just
a
go on
liquor
a
store.
string of liquor store robberies and just. I would be like Woody Harrelson in what's that movie? Freaking, I don't know. He's real whacked out in this one movie. I can't remember.
I don't know. We need Kirk here for that.
Yeah. He probably wouldn't know. He's like, you guys are idiots. Yeah, that'd probably be it. I don't know. What's your biggest pet peeve?
I get annoyed by a lot of things. People.
Yeah.
Probably people that don't pay attention when they're driving. Just because you're like already a pretty heightened sense of awareness. Just because you kind of unconsciously realize the danger you're in at all times, moving at 40 miles an hour.
Or 60 or
Yeah,
70.
right.
Yeah. I would have to say that too, like not just driving, but like just people in public in general. Like even in the grocery store, like you gotta think, like there's I don't know what 8 billion people on the planet, 9 billion,
7.7,
7
7 point something.
and you gotta think like you're in a Kroger grocery store and there's 300 people in the store with you. You're gonna walk in the door with your cart and stand right in the middle of the door after you walk in. There's 10 people behind you trying to walk in the store, and you walk in and you stop right when you walk in the door. Or you're leaving.
Is it an older lady?
Sometimes it's a younger person. Or you're leaving the store, and you just like leave your cart like right by the doorway when you walk out. And, like, there's 10
Oh,
cars
yeah,
right in
dude.
front of the door when you're walking out. In between
Shopping carts
sliding
and parking spots piss me off, dude.
Dude.
I'm like, be a part of this country. Like, be a good citizen. Just put your cart back in the thing.
Parking what is it? The cart police. That one dude that walks around.
Oh, man.
People almost fight.
Put magnets on your trucks.
Yeah.
Dang, man. You ready to fight somebody over not putting your cart back?
He's got a lot of time on his hands, bro. Oh, that's not where the shopping cart goes. It's like, bro, just
Here you go. Let me give you this right here.
a little magnet for you.
Dude.
You about to pull it up?
Can.
I don't know. I've been actually trying to work on that too, like being more patient with people. And I'm like, cart narcs, that's what it is. Yeah, like, oh, here we go. Oh.
Man, I like this part. Well, maybe next time. Oh, she looks fun. Admission of guilt.
No, like lately I've been, like before I get to work, I'll try to like put myself in like a place, like a positive place, and I'll think of something like, I couldn't even tell you I was watching something the other day, and I'm like, dude, this dude looks happy. Like, that dude didn't have anything, like, he was out somewhere, and he just was happy, and I'm like, dude, I want to be like that. Like,
Just happy.
yeah. And I'm always at work, and I'm like miserable at work because it's freaking 100 degrees inside, and I have to work 7 days a week. And I'm like, so like the last couple of days I've been like trying to put myself in like a place before I get into work, so I'm like happy throughout the day. It's actually been working pretty well. That's where I was watching that mechanic Steve dude.
Oh, yeah.
Cause he'll be out in the middle of a field when it's pouring down rain, and he's got grease up to his nose and lifting 300-pound transmission and stuff like that, and he's just smiling. I'm like, dude, that would be awesome. Like, well, you know, in like China, they're not making that much money anyway, but like, the dude
Just got a different outlook on life.
Yeah, I'm like, that'd be awesome. So I've been trying to work on that too.
I think that is kind of a choice, too.
Yeah, because it's easy to like be mad all the time. It's easy
course,
to get
especially
frustrated and stuff.
Culture in here in the States, and just being on social media can bum you out real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you need to watch Bo Burnham's new thing.
I'm about to watch that tonight, actually.
Just prepare yourself. It's weird.
Pretty deep.
It does get deep. There's some funny moments. He's a comedian. But I kind of found it, like, I found myself, like, there were a couple moments where, like, he got me. I was like, that was hilarious. But, like, it almost felt like he was, like, forcing a joke just for the sake of having a joke in it.
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of him being, like, severely depressed. I just felt bad the whole time. Like,
Well, it's like, too, like, I mean, you see a lot of comedians like that. It's like, they're depressed, but they try to make people laugh. I think it's like a lot of like lonely, not even comedians, but like lonely people. They're like people please. A lot of them are just people pleasers. Like, they want to make people happy, but like at the same time, they want to make people happy and be around people. But it's like nobody wants to be around them as much as they want to be around people.
right.
So it's like they're always lonely. It's like, I've been there before. It's like you want to please people, and then like when nobody's around, you're like, oh, I'm just depressed now. And it's easy to get that way, I think, though, especially like if you're used to it and you're good at making people laugh and feel good, and then when nobody's around, you're like, well, where am I getting my confirmation from?
Yeah, what's my value right now?
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
It's a really good special, man. I recommend everyone watch it.
You know the name of it?
Inside.
Inside?
Yep, it's on Netflix.
It's got a deep name to it.
It's simple.
Yeah.
It's really well done. He's a genius. Dude, it's been 51
I
minutes.
was going to say, I don't want to be too deep on that topic, but since we're on that topic, what's your personal hell?
My personal hell?
Mm-hmm. I know that's deep. Like, we don't have to.
I don't know that I really have one.
Mm-hmm.
Can't think of anything. Maybe like making a Tinder profile, or when I have to smell the guys' unwashed butts at the office. I gotta go take a pee, and I have to smell your body odor because you don't want to shower. Doesn't even smell like you went number 2. Smells like unwashed area.
Like balls.
Like balls and taint.
That's disgusting, dude. That's gross.
Like, you could sit down on the toilet with your pants off and not poop for 10 minutes, and it would smell the same. Because I'm just smelling your unwashed crack.
Dude, that's gross, man. Yeah, he's got problems. I don't know.
It's offensive, dude. Like, I drink a lot of food at work. I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of foods when I'm at work. So, like, I'll be working, and I'm drinking, and I'm working. Oh, I gotta pee real quick. Get up. Now I gotta smell you. Now I gotta smell your balls.
Now it's burning in my nose hairs.
Yeah, I have to be pissed off because you're lazy. Take a shower.
That's like
Go home and put water on your body, and then put soap on your body, and then put water on it again.
Bro,
and then you're done.
Swim in a pond.
Dude, I'll buy him some wet wipes or something. I'll buy him some dude wipes.
Dude, don't do that.
I'll leave them in there, dude.
Kind of like a ransom note.
I'll just put a note on there.
You know who you are.
Wipe out your crack with these.
Do people
Please.
know who it is? Or like,
I don't know.
it's a mystery smeller?
I think I do.
Dude, that's kind of strange, dude. Y'all have like the what's the dude from that Seth Rogen movie that goes around flashing people and they're trying to figure out who it is. You know what I'm talking about? He's like a security guard.
Yeah, I almost said Paul Blart.
I don't know, but
I know what you're talking about. I don't know what the movie is, though.
y'all got a smeller on your hand.
Yeah.
That's kind of like when you drop a deuce like on an airplane or like a camper and like.
I never even checked out the bathrooms on the airplanes I was on.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't missing nothing.
I'm sure. I could barely get to my seat, dude.
People our size trying to pee in one of them things, dude.
I could barely get to my seat. I wasn't getting up.
You're in there like...
Dude, on one of my trips, on the way back home, my bag was too big to fit up there, and I didn't check it in, so I had it under the seat in front of me. And I had my feet up on it, and I'm in this tiny fucking...
Oh my God.
Those planes aren't that big, dude.
No. What did you fly on? Spirit?
I'm 6'4". No, I think it was American.
Allegiant, American.
But I didn't get, on the way down, we had to stop in Charlotte, and then we went to Columbia. And then on the way back, it was Chicago and then Fort Wayne.
Man, yep.
And I was in Chicago for 6 hours on a layover, just sleeping by a window on my bag. And then
window here a couple times, yeah.
That's big, dude.
Mm-hmm. Atlanta's big,
really big.
Dude.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I think they have the biggest airport in the United States. I believe it's massive.
I think Fort Wayne does.
Yeah, they have like a McDonald's that's like $10 for a meal. When I could go down the street on Hessen Castle or whatever that is and get a McDonald's meal for like $4.
Yeah, if you know where you're at.
I don't know where the McDonald's is on those sides of town, but
Yeah.
I like flying though. I mean, at first
flying's amazing, dude.
Dude, my very first flight ever, we flew to LA, and it was 5-6 hours maybe, and it was like, oh, I was terrified because I'd never been on an airplane. But like once you lift off the ground, you're like, well, I'm dead. Like you kind of have that like, oh, if anything happens, I'm dead. So I mean, kind of just let go. Like
Yeah, you're just kind of chilling.
And then now, like I've probably flown 15 times now, and it's like every time you have that fear, obviously, like when you're taking off. But it's like once you're in air, I think it's just like.
I never even had the fear taken off.
No.
Not even on the first one. I was like,
I enjoy it now. Like
I think it's the best thing ever. I want to fly everywhere, dude. It's so fast.
Yeah.
It's so fast.
Yeah. Driving 15 hours or taking a flight that's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, not even 2.5. Yeah. I can leave by breakfast and have lunch there, or I can get there when it's midnight.
Isn't that crazy though? Like, Dude, that's so insane. Like how that works now. I
It's
not that
even-
I've been alive when it didn't work.
It's even more insane if you've driven that trip.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, I have covered the land manually.
Yep.
I know how much
I know how
land there is.
miserable it
Yeah,
is.
there's a lot of land, and then you telling me I just went up and down and I was here?
Yeah. And we drove from here to Phoenix when we moved there. And I'm telling you right now, when you're driving through Texas,
I feel like it's
that's
never going to
a
end.
3-day trip just through Texas. It feels like dude. Texas is big. Like it felt like we were in Texas for 3 days. I'm pretty sure that's how long it was in Texas, dude. At least a 2-day drive, no doubt. It was a 2-day drive.
Yeah, I believe that.
And then once you get in Texas and into New Mexico, it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, am I dying right now? When I just got my permit. I was 16, 17 maybe, when my brother was in high school. Went to spring break in Daytona.
I remember
And
that.
I drove his car down there with them.
I remember that, Dan.
Permit. Yep.
I remember
was
that.
stupid. I mean, it was fun, but like looking back, like that could have been so bad.
Yeah, why
I
did
thought
you
they
drive?
I thought they were. I mean, they were drinking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought they were responsible, which it sounds bad me saying they're not responsible, but like looking back, no, they weren't responsible.
Right.
Like, imagine how bad that could have been. They're drinking. They're 21. They're not even 20. They're spring break, so high school. 18. You got a 15-year-old driving a car. You're drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, no, they're having PBRs, too?
PBR, dude. Like,
You made me drive so you can have
it
PBR?
might have been Natty Ice.
Oh,
or no,
yeah,
Keystone. It would have been Keystone. 30 cases.
Yeah.
That was just stupid.
The things you get away with, right?
Yeah, and then he worked in Austin when he moved to Austin. And my grandma flew me down there so he would have somebody to drive back with. Like, I went down and visited him, obviously, but he was moving back home, so we drove straight through.
That sounds vaguely familiar, too. That
It was about 20 hours.
Did he have
through.
like a white Nissan or
He
something?
had a red Sentra, like a maroon Nissan Sentra, I think it was.
That's what I said.
Yeah. We were somewhere in, I don't know if it was Arkansas or Texas, and we had the windows down. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. We had both windows, all 4 windows down. We had a case of Red Bull, and we were so tired. We had the windows down. It was freezing outside, and we couldn't tell if we were going uphill or downhill. And we were both like just tripping, like, dude. We didn't want to say it, but we were like, dude, are we going uphill or downhill? Like, we both were like we didn't know. And he was like, I was just thinking the same thing. Like, it was just crazy. And we rolled in on like sleepy eyes, and it was just bad. I hate driving like that, dude. It's the worst. That's why I like flying.
Yeah, I've done that one time.
Yeah, and then when
Fell half asleep and like kind of woke up on the rumble strip, and I was like,
yeah.
could have died.
Oh yeah, easy.
I could coming up to a bridge or something.
Oh man,
Just go left a little bit too much
Cross
on
the
accident.
median.
Close my eyes real quick, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I still do that sometimes. When I'm driving at night, I don't fall asleep, but I need to get home.
Yeah, I mean, we've both known people that died from crashes like that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
actually.
you don't. Yeah, it sounds like it's crazy to talk about things like that because it becomes a moment, but it's just a regular day, and then it happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's weird.
that's like when Grandpa used to drive the Amish, and we would go on like road trips, and it seems like we were always driving somewhere. Not me, but like when we were younger. Not even like when I would go on runs with him, but just when we would go on vacation, it was always. He had them big old Yoder toters, dude.
Yeah.
15-passenger unit with the box on the back.
Yeah, I remember the box, dude.
And we would each have our own row when we would go on trips. Like, each of the kids would have their own row of seat to lay in.
Yeah, that's clutch.
Awesome.
Throw a pillow down.
Oh, yeah. That's
Good
why
to
he
go.
had like satellite and a little dome on top. I don't know if you remember that.
Mm-hmm.
They had that dome.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Most miserable person in the van is the one driving.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my grandma nagging at him. He's like,
I know you didn't.
I see it, Mary.
I know you didn't go 12 around that turn.
Right. Yeah, I can't even imagine being this old now, dealing with
Us.
The old lady nagging while I'm driving. Man, I can't imagine him. Yeah.
Miss him, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is there's like a TV show being around now. There's characters.
It was.
Like, not like a sarcastic, funny way, but I mean, like, seriously, like, entertaining to be around.
Yeah, and then Jerry comes over.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's still around somewhere, I think.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I ain't seen him forever, dude. He's kind of Jerry, Uncle Jerry, or Aunt Jerry. I don't know which one he was. Sometimes he was Uncle Jerry, sometimes he was Aunt Jerry.
Yeah, whichever one he wanted.
So I'm gonna take this cake. I used to bake cakes, and I would take them out in the field and sit on them. I'm like, what? Dude, we went to like the Fantasy of Lights one. Oh my gosh. It was me, my sister, and one of her friends, and my brother. Went to the Fantasy of Lights one night, and the whole fam got in a big old van. And my brother and his girlfriend at the time were chewing up spitballs and spitting it at Jerry. And I'm sitting next to Jerry. My sister and her friend are behind him. And then Joey's in the back. Spitting spitballs at him. I might have been in the front. And Jerry was in the second, Brittany in the third, whatever. Joey's spitting spitballs are getting stuck on him. And he's just like, Mary, you're back here putting french fries in my hair. Like, no, bro, those are spitballs. But okay.
French fries?
We didn't even stop anywhere.
You just brought French fries in the van?
Yeah, man, that was funny. That dude
That's funny.
he was nuts, bro.
Yeah?
Like, fours for the whores.
Yeah. We were kids when he was saying that stuff to us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Used to take cakes and sit on them? Yeah. What does that mean?
I don't know. No, he was being serious. I would bake a cake and I would take it out in our field and I would sit on it. I'm like, okay, cool. I don't know if that had some kind of secret meaning.
In the box?
The
or?
dude made some mean fried potatoes, though, I have to say.
I don't care.
I mean, yeah.
Sits on cakes. First of all, that's weird. Second of all, I would have ate it.
Yeah. Dude's fingers, bro.
Ken doll?
Oh, you remember that? Dude.
Of course. Do you remember that? The only person ever.
Oh my god, bro. You remember when he said he had a dragon in him? You remember that?
I don't think so.
He said that he seen a dragon crawl into him one day and it moves around his body. And there's a dragon that lives inside of him, like a little lizard that lives inside of him. I'm like, that might be like some demonic stuff, dude. I don't know what you got going on, but I'm gonna pray for you. That's crazy.
Sounds crazy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Sounds like a crazy person.
Bless his heart, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing.
He should probably sit on a cake for that.
It's crazy.
Dude, I'm getting pretty tired. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Want to wrap this up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up.
Hour and 6.
Oh, man. I didn't even feel like it. That's cool.
No, I feel like we didn't talk about anything, but apparently we did for an hour.
Right. All right, y'all. Well,
this will be a good one for people that know the stories.
Yeah.
Your brother will like this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you just
Hi, Joe.
You just want to watch it and, I don't know, whatever. No, but I appreciate you guys coming out again.
Yeah, appreciate the watch. If you made it this far, appreciate it.
If you haven't watched our weekend or episode from last week with Douglas, please go watch it.
Yes.
You will laugh at least a few times, I promise.
I was scared to record this one because how do you follow that one?
Right.
It's just me and you.
It's usually like the last one with me and you was kind of a serious one, so I'm starting to get a pattern here. It's like if it's me and you, it's going to be a serious one. If we have more than me and you, it's probably going to be a funny one, I assume. So,
yeah, right.
I don't know.
That's just kind of how group dynamics work.
Maybe we could take our channel in those directions if, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, but thanks for coming out again, and we'll probably be back Monday. I'm assuming that seems to be what we're doing. So, yeah, check it out and
Leave a like.
leave a like. It definitely helps us. Subscribe, share it
Please.
with your friends.
It's easy.
Even if you don't
Just
like
press
it,
a button.
definitely
press it.
helps. Yeah, appreciate it, y'all.
Tune in next time. Maybe we'll have a funny one.
Street life used to be
Peace.
on. Straight up hustling till the break of dawn. Taught me how to do wrong right. Everything is tight. But somehow things started to change. Try to get us straight up out of the game. You couldn't see what I saw.